York is a city of many moods. It can be fretful or peaceful and quiet. It can be depressed in the rain, its tears. Or it can be carefree and gay with the sun as its laughter. It can feel old, or it can feel young. It can love, and it can hate.
What happened?
It was some boys.
The filthy little... Oh, Pop. What are we going to do?
There's nothing we can do.
There must be something.
I'll get a broom and sweep this up.
I expected you to call back.
Well, the message from my phone service said urgent, so I decided to come right over. What happened?
Some young hoodlums threw a brick through it.
Oh?
Oh, Mike, this last week has been a nightmare. I never thought such things could happen.
Such as?
The whole neighborhood has turned against Pop since the Mayo trial. The people he's known and traded with for years... And some of his best friends are beginning to treat him as if he were contagious.
It's too bad.
Is that all you have to say?
Yeah, just about.
Mike!
Now, you listen to me, Phyllis. I know how the people in this neighborhood feel about Sam Mayo. They know him for what he is, a cheap hood and an enforcer. And just when they get the chance to give him what he deserves, your father saves him.
My father is one man. He just cast one vote.
And just that one vote is enough to make a hung jury. All the rest of the members of that jury knew that Sam Mayo was guilty. Like all the rest of the members, I want to know why. Why did your father hold out?
Would you believe me even if I told you? It's good to see you again, Mike. It's been a long time.
Otto?
You better get to the bank. We just make withdrawals these days, not deposits. Now, run along, Phyllis.
All right, Pop. I called Mike thinking he might be able to help us. I guess I was wrong.
All right, I asked a question.
I didn't think Sam Mayo was proved guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Oh, Otto, in the face of all that evidence.
Circumstantial evidence.
All right. That wasn't enough for you, huh?
To send a man to his death? No.
You're not dealing with a man, Otto. You're dealing with vermin, dirt, lice.
But he wasn't on trial for that.
Oh?
Oh, what's the use?
Look, back here, Otto. I got something to show you. When I got Phyllis's message, I had a hunch it was about the Mayo trial, so I dropped by my office and dug in the files and brought these here. Here, take a look. Beautiful, huh?
Who is she?
That is, Otto, was. Her name was Laura Ramsey. She was a girlfriend of Sam Mayo's for a while until she found out about him. When she broke with him, the police questioned her.
What does this have to do with...
Laura Ramsey had some information about Sam Mayo that could have sent him to prison for life. Well, I'd known her, so I talked to her and got her to cooperate. She agreed. The next day, I dropped by her apartment to pick her up to take her down to the district attorney's office. When I got there, I found this. She'd been shot 4 times through the back of the head with a .32-20. Sam Mayo killed Laura Ramsey, Otto. I know it, the police department knows it, and the district attorney knows it. But we can't prove it. We never found the murder weapon.
I still don't see what...
I'll tell you. Both you and Laura Ramsey had a chance to do something about Sam Mayo. Well, Laura took that chance. Oh, she was scared. She was scared to death. She knew what she was getting into. But there's a difference, a big fat difference between being scared and being a coward.
You think Sam Mayo frightened me into...
Well, didn't he, Otto?
Oh, but he was in jail. He still is.
Oh, he's got lots of friends.
Those who don't think I was bought off think I was intimidated.
Were you, Otto? Were you?
Now, look, Mike. You believe whatever you want.
Were you, Otto?
I don't want to discuss it anymore.
Otto Tyler had told me to believe what I wanted to. I wished I could, because what I wanted to believe was that he had acted in good faith and good conscience. I tried to put myself into Tyler's place in the jury, exchange my mind for his, think as he might have thought when he refused to convict Sam Mayo. But it just wouldn't work. I couldn't see how Otto Tyler or any other man could give Mayo the benefit of even a reasonable doubt. I knew Mayo too well, and to know him was to hate him. I decided to do the next best thing. I tried to forget it, and I did. For all of 10 seconds. My one consolation had been that Mayo could and would be tried again. But now even that small comfort was gone, and I wanted to know why. Barney Green had handled the case for the district attorney's office. I went to see him in his office in the criminal courts building.
Sit down and relax, Mike. You're not the only one that's anxious to put Mayo where he belongs. Maybe that's the trouble. Maybe I was too anxious to nail him.
You'd have had him if it hadn't have been for Otto Tyler. And the next time...
I'd be lucky to get even a hung jury.
What do you mean?
My case against him depends on 3 people who testified that he was the man they saw run out of that pawn shop after the owner was killed.
Yeah, I know. So what?
So, 2 of the witnesses suddenly developed eye trouble.
You mean they changed their story? And all because Otto Tyler hung that jury up by its thumbs.
Maybe. Anyway, we had no choice but to release Mayo.
So what happens now?
Well, there were a couple of other suspects. A man by the name of Odell, Jack Odell, and another one, Al Kaiser.
They both got airtight alibis.
So maybe one of them developed a slow leak.
Stow it, Barney. You're just using Odell and Kaiser as a cover-up for fumbling Mayo.
You know better than that. Now look, Mike, be realistic.
If being realistic means letting Sam Mayo get away with another murder, no thanks. I'll stay the way I am.
Mike? Look, I knew you had a thing about Sam Mayo ever since Laura Ramsey was killed, but don't let it get out of hand. Those private detective credentials of yours aren't a hunting license, and there's no open season on Sam Mayo. Remember that.
Knock it off, city boy. There's never a close season on varmints. Talk to you, Mayo.
You and your conversations bore me, Hammer. You look a broken phonograph record. That's what you run along, huh?
Are you going to open this door, or am I going to chop it down with that fire axe over there?
All right, talk, Hammer. Make it quick, huh? What's on your mind?
Otto Tyler.
Otto Tyler? Oh, yeah. Well, what about him?
How did you get to him?
Get to him? I don't know what you... Oh, you think that I... Get out of your mind, huh?
Now, listen to me, Mayo. The cops have to use one hand on you guys because they have to hold the book with the other. But I can use 2 hands...
You let go of me,
Hammer. But now! Yes, how did you get to Tyler?
I didn't. I've never seen him outside of a courtroom before. Look, you're barking at the wrong tree.
Maybe! But I'm just about ready to stop barking and start fighting.
You're a real hard boy, Hammer. If you want to bust me, you can do it. You can stomp me up good, I know that. And if that's what you came here to do, you get with it. But you let me tell you something. I didn't have a thing to do with the way Tyler voted on that jury. Now, if you want to beat me up just to hear me say the same thing all over again when you're through, you go ahead. Well, what's the matter, Hammer? Where you going?
Don't push your luck too far, Mayo. I got too big an itch to kill you.
Are you sure about this, Mike?
I'm positive, Boynton. I sure had seen the guy somewhere before, but I couldn't place him until I was halfway back to my office.
Well, that's very interesting, Mike. Jack O'Dell didn't know Sam Mayo before he went to jail.
So why should he be visiting him 2 hours after Mayo's released?
Yeah, that's what I want to find out. You know any more about the people who gave O'Dell his alibi?
Mm-mm.
No. I suppose you checked out this Rita Burke and the two men who worked for her in her diner for any prior relationship with O'Dell.
Of course. Jack O'Dell ate at the diner occasionally, but that's as far as any prior relationship went.
Well, at least this file told me one thing.
What's that?
Where I'm going to have dinner tonight.
Rita's diner?
Rita's Diner.
Oh, I'll let you know if I get anything worse than a bad case of indigestion.
You and Ted going out tonight?
He got tickets for the concert at the Lewiston Stadium.
How is Ted? I haven't seen him for weeks.
Oh, he's fine. He's had to work an awful lot of overtime lately.
Oh? When are you two going to set a date,
Pop, what was in the letter?
Letter?
The letter you were reading when I came in just now.
Oh, this. Well, it's nothing.
May I see it?
Well, it's nothing. It's just... It's from the company that owns the building.
Canceling our lease. They can't do this after nearly 20 years. Pop, we can't afford to move the store and start all over again in a new location.
Well, I'll go talk to them tomorrow.
Well, what good will it do? Pop, why did you have...
Phyllis. What I did because it was the only thing I could do. Because I thought it was right. Now, you believe that, don't you?
What difference does it make?
What difference? It makes a great deal of difference. Phyllis, listen, you must...
That's Ted. I think I'll tell him I can't go.
Oh, no. No, don't do that. Please go.
All right, Pop.
Enjoy yourself.
Sure.
Sorry, mister. The cook's gone home and I'm closing up.
Oh, yeah, it's only 7 o'clock.
Only 7, the man says. Mister, when you've been on your feet for 12 hours, it's never only 7 o'clock.
All right, if I can't get anything to eat, how about a cup of coffee, huh?
Sure. If there's any left, and if you can drink it in 5 minutes.
Well, you're closing up kind of early, aren't you?
What do you mean?
Well, you usually stay open till 9:30, 10 o'clock.
No.
Well, sure you do.
How do you know? You've never been in here before.
Well, now, how do you know that, huh?
If you had, I'd have recognized you.
You mean to tell me you remember every one of your customers that come into your diner here?
Right down to their smallest burp.
Is that why you're so sure that Jack O'Dell was here the night of April 16th?
Hit the road, mister.
You know, O'Dell must be a pretty special customer if you serve him after hours.
Who says I do?
You says you did. You told the police that you served Jack O'Dell dinner here between the hours of 9:30 and 10 o'clock the night of April 16th?
Are you going to get out of here or do I have to call the cops?
Now, does he come in here often?
No,
Well, then where do you meet him?
I don't.
That must be tough on you.
I hadn't noticed. But maybe you know something I don't. So tell me, why is it tough on me?
Because you're in love with him?
Ha, ha, ha.
Sure you are, Rita. A punk like O'Dell doesn't have enough money to buy an alibi from a gal like you. So you must have given him the alibi because you're in love with him.
And what about Artie and Sweet William, my cook and dishwasher? They saw Odell in here that night, too.
Oh, honey, they would have seen King Farouk in here if you'd told them to.
Who are you, Mr.?
I'm glad you asked that question, Rita. My card.
A detective.
Oh, no, honey, a private detective.
There's a difference.
It's a big difference. You see, a public cop in New York's got nearly 8 million bosses. But a private detective only has to worry about number 1.
Like how?
I like this. The widow of that pawnbroker who was killed on 47th Street is offering a reward of $2,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the guy who killed her husband.
So what?
Thought I'd find out what the other side has to offer. On my card, you'll find my office address. Would you see that Jack Odell gets it, please?
Deliver your own messages.
Fine. You tell me where I can find Odell. You tell Odell that the bids are open until 10 o'clock tonight. If he doesn't show up, or if I don't like his story, I'm going to tell the police how they can break his alibi.
Phyllis? What is it? What's the matter?
Leave me alone.
What's wrong?
Ed and I had an argument. We're through.
Oh, no.
We are. And all because of you.
Me? What does Ted think that...
He thinks that you are either a crook or a coward. Well, what did you expect him to think? What did you expect anybody to think?
I didn't expect him to think anything. I didn't care.
Oh, you certainly didn't. You didn't care about anything or anybody, including me.
Oh, Phyllis, please, you don't mean what you're saying. You know, look, I'm sorry about you and Ted, but Sam Mayo was innocent.
How do you know he was innocent? How do you know? The other men on the jury didn't know. I don't know. Neither does Ted or Mike Hammer or anybody else. So how do you know what nobody else knows? Who appointed you, Lord? I know it all.
Mayo was innocent.
He was.
He was.
Come on in. You're early, Odell. Yeah, sit down, sit down.
No, thanks.
Suit yourself. You don't mind if I had dinner, do you? Your girlfriend wouldn't feed me, so I had to have dinner catch as catch can. Coffee? Okay.
Now, what was all this jazz you handed Rita about busting my alibi?
Didn't she tell you?
Well, suppose you give it to me your way.
All right. Rita closes up shop at the diner at 7 o'clock. Now, you told the cops that you had dinner there between the hours of 9 and 9:30 the night that pawnbroker was robbed and killed.
I was.
Oh, come on. You really think the cops are going to believe that Rita, her cook, and her dishwasher stayed 2 hours after closing time just to feed you?
Well, they just happened to be open late that night.
The very night that you needed an alibi. How convenient.
It's true.
Well, then why are you worried?
I'm not worried.
No? Yeah, aren't you? That means you're worried.
I just came to tell you that I don't like anybody trying to shake me down.
Is that why you wanted to see Mayo this afternoon? To tell him that?
Get off my back and stay off, Hammer.
What happens if I don't?
This could make a pretty big hole in your future, Hammer.
You know, it's stupid punks like you that make me almost ashamed of myself for taking the money for rubbing you out. When you pulled that pistol on me there, it was the same as signing a confession that you killed that pawnbroker.
You think so, Hammer?
Yeah, I do.
Mike? Mike, this is Phyllis. You've got to help me.
Yeah? Yeah, you think he's gone over to Mayo? Why?
It's all because of the way I talked to Pop. I've been calling Mayo's place, but there hasn't been any answer. Oh, Mike, I'm worried about what might happen.
All right, baby, take it easy. I'll get over there as soon as I can. All right, Buster, come on, up on your feet. Come on. Come on.
Mr. Mayo, you remember me, don't you? I'm Otto Tyler, the man who...
Sure, I remember you. What do you want?
Can I talk to you a minute?
Uh-huh. Sure. Sure, come on in. I was going to come and see you and thank you for what you did for me.
I didn't do anything for you.
Well, I mean...
I know what you mean.
Well, what can I do for you, Mr. Tyler?
You can tell me the truth.
The truth?
Just between the two of us. It won't go any further.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you kill that pawn shop owner? Don't laugh. I have to know.
You do know.
No, I thought I did, but now I'm not sure. Not anymore.
All right. Okay. I didn't kill him. Now you satisfied?
No. No, I want proof.
Proof? How can I give you...
Something I can take back to my daughter and to my friends and say, here it is. Here's proof. I was right. Mayo didn't kill that man.
I think you better be going.
But maybe I was wrong and the others were right. I have to know the truth.
Look, I don't need trouble with you, Tyler.
They were right. A reasonable doubt isn't good enough for a man like you. A man who spent most of his life lying and robbing and cheating and killing. It's not enough.
Look, you get out of here.
Men like you shouldn't be tried. They should be exterminated.
I don't want to hurt you. But you take one more step and I'll shoot you.
Get an ambulance, honey.
Holmes in there. Look, I didn't want to hurt him. I warned him, but he wouldn't listen.
Shut up, will you?
Look, Emma, you were right outside the door. You must have heard me.
I heard you, all right? You're in the clear on this one, so stop sniveling. Give me that gun. I said, give me the gun. A 32-20.
What about it?
Laura Ramsey was shot with a 32-20. Well, that'd be real funny, wouldn't it? If the slug we dig out of Otto here matches the same kind of a slug they pull out of Laura, huh? Oh, you want to play games, huh? Okay, let's play games. He's gonna be all right, honey.
I guess I just went out of my mind, Mike. I don't know why I went after Mayo like that.
Don't you worry about it, Otto. You were right all the time. Mayo was innocent of that murder. He got what you came for.
But then so did I. So did I.